everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Legal World. Myself Dr. Seema Goyal. In this video, I am going to discuss next question relating to the Indian judicial system. My question is, discuss the hierarchy of courts that is functioning in India, or discuss the structure of Indian judicial system. This is my question. If we want to know hierarchy of courts, we must know about these courts who are functioning in India. In India, there are three types of courts. These are civil courts, criminal courts, and revenue courts. Civil courts consist of district courts, lower courts, other small causes courts, village panchayats, and civil courts of presidency towns. While the criminal courts consist of court of session, judicial magistrate court, and executive magistrate court. And revenue courts consist of board of revenue, commissioner and additional commissioners, collectors and additional collectors, and assistant collectors and tehsildar. These are coming under the category of revenue courts. Now I will deal with all these courts one by one. The judicial system of India is one of the most effective systems in the universe, and the government of India has mainly three branches. Among these three branches, all the functions of the government are divided. That is legislature, executive, and judiciary. Judiciary is the most powerful organ of the government, and our Indian judiciary is independent body which is functioning, which is different from the executive and legislature. And main function of the judiciary, that is to deliver justice to its people, and has inherited its legal system from the British colonial rule, and the system of the court in India has been adopted by the Government of India Act 1935, which enforces both central as well as state laws. If we want to know about the structure of judiciary, the Constitution of India has established an integrated judicial system which is based on the three tiers, that is Supreme Court, High Courts, and subordinate courts. Now I will deal with all these courts one by one. As we know, Supreme Court is coming under the category of Union Judiciary. Union Judiciary consists of Supreme Court of India, consisting of Chief Justice of India and 7 other judges, originally in the beginning. And the Parliament can prescribe by larger number of judges, it was also said. Now it has been raised to 34 judges including CJI, and the judges shall be appointed by the President by warrant under his hand and seal after consultation with the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court as President deems necessary. There is no other court in the Union judicial system. In India, there is no federal structure. All the courts and tribunals of India is established and controlled by the state government and are subordinate to Supreme Court, and decisions of the Supreme Court are binding on all the courts in India. And the Supreme Court of India, that is the highest court of the land, and it is the interpreter and guardian of the constitutional and guarantee of the fundamental rights of tourist regions. It is the highest appellate court of the country, that is consisting of 34 judges including CJI. It has original, appellate, as well as advisory jurisdiction. It is embodied to frame rules with the approval of President, and Supreme Court, being the court of record, is having the power to punish for its contempt also. Second one is High Court of State. It is the highest court of the state. There are total 25 high courts at present in different states, that is constituting the highest court of appeal and division in the state for civil and criminal matters. High courts are also the court of record, and the state has the power to punish for its contempt also. High Court is having the control over the subordinate courts within its territorial jurisdiction. High Court operates below the Supreme Court, and which is at the top position in the judicial administration of the state. It consists of Chief Justice and other judges. The strength of the High Court is decided by the President from time to time. It is not fixed. High Court is the highest court of appeal in the state, having supervisory as well as consultative role. And the judges of the High Court is appointed by the President after consultation with the Chief Justice and concerned state governor. And the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court can be removed by following the procedure of impeachment, as it is followed in the case of President also. The next one is subordinate courts. These courts are the subordinate to high courts, and subordinate courts functions under the high court at district and other lower levels. Article 233 to 237 of the Constitution deals with the subordinate courts. Subordinated courts is consisting of civil side as well as the criminal side. On the civil side, there is subordinate court judge as well as municipal court, and on the criminal side, that is Chief Judicial Magistrate courts as well as Judicial Magistrate court. If we want to know about the power of the subordinate court, district judge is the highest judicial authority of the district, and he possessed all the supervisory powers over the subordinate courts in the district. He had the original appellate jurisdiction in both civil as well as criminal matters, and the session judge has the power to impose life imprisonment and the capital punishment. And district judge is appointed by the governor or after consultation with the High Court, while other judges are appointed by the governor of the state after consultation with the State Public Service Commission. And the next one is district courts. State government establishes the district court for all the districts depending upon the population and size, which deals with the cases that rise in the concerned district. It also considers the appeal and decisions given by the lower courts, and the district courts also decide the matters involving the serious criminal offences. And apart from this court, there are the various types of subordinate civil as well as criminal courts which are also functioning. Firstly, I will deal with the civil courts. In a court of district judge, in each district, there is a district court. In each district, there is a district court. It is the court of district judge in each district, and it is the principal civil court of the original jurisdiction. It also exercises the appellate jurisdiction for orders and decrees of the subordinate courts, and the district judge is assisted by the additional district judge whenever necessary. And apart from this, there is lower courts, and below district court there are number of courts of the judges in district, that is known as lower courts. In some states they are designated as municipal court also, while in some they are designated as civil judge, that is maybe first class civil judge or second class civil judge. And apart from this, there are the small causes courts which are deciding only small matters. These are the courts of minor jurisdiction. A person may be appointed a judge of more than one such court, and the decision of this court is always final in petty civil cases. However, the High Court has power to revise the decision of the small cause court. And the next court, that is the village panchayat and gram panchayat. That is also one type of court that is functioning in each gram panchayat, consisting of elected head, that is called sarpanch, and also up sarpanch to assist the sarpanch. And the member of panchayat are called panches, and the gram panchayat gram panchayat conducts its proceedings in public and exercises the civil as well as criminal jurisdiction, but it has no power to execute its decisions, and their decisions are executed by the concerned court. And the next court, that is the civil court of presidency towns. These courts are functioning in presidency towns of Bombay, Kolkata and Madras, and each presidency in high courts have original jurisdiction to decide the civil cases. And city civil courts of Madras was established in 1892, having jurisdiction up to 2500 rupees. And the Bombay City Civil Court was established in 1948, having the jurisdiction up to 10,000. And Calcutta Civil Court was established in 1957, having the jurisdiction up to 1 lakh rupees. And the next type of court, that is the criminal court. There are the flowing criminal courts that is administering the criminal justice system under CRPC. First type of criminal court, that is the court of session. Each district has the court of session that is presided over by the district and session judge. And the criminal cases of the serious nature are tried by the session court, where the session judge can pass any sentence, including the life imprisonment and the death sentence also. However, the death sentence by him requires the confirmation of the High Court, consent for the execution of it, that is finally. And the next type of criminal court, that is the Judicial Magistrate Court. Appointment of the Chief Judicial Magistrate is made by the High Court of the concerned state, and every Chief Judicial Magistrate shall be subordinate to Session Judge, and he can pass any sentence authorized by the law up to sentence of 7 years imprisonment. And then there are two grades of Judicial Magistrate Courts, that is Judicial Magistrate First Class and Judicial Magistrate Second Class. Chief Judicial Magistrate First Class can pass any sentence of imprisonment not exceeding 3 years or fine not exceeding 10,000 rupees. But Judicial Magistrate of Second Class pass any sentence of imprisonment not exceeding 1 year imprisonment and fine not exceeding 5,000. And the next type of court, that is the Executive Magistrate Court. In every district, the state government may appoint as many as persons as it deems fit to be executive magistrates and shall appoint one of them to be a district magistrate. And the state government can appoint any executive magistrate to be additional district magistrate. And the state government may also appoint special executive magistrate for the particular purposes, for performing the particular functions. And apart from this civil as well as criminal courts, there are also revenue courts. Various type of revenue courts are functioning in the states. These are number one, Board of Revenue. It is the highest revenue court in the state. Second, Commissioner and Additional Commissioner. Whole of the state is divided into several divisions. Each division is having the commissioner who exercises the power and duties that is assigned to them. And the state government may also appoint additional commissioners in a division to assist the commissioner in its functioning. And the both commissioner and the additional commissioner works under the Board of Revenue. And third type of revenue court, that is the collector and additional collector court. Each division of the state is further divided into several districts, and each district is having the collector who is in charge of that district. And state government can also appoint additional collectors to assist the collector of the district. And the next, that is the assistant collector. And these are the assistant collector of the first class and for assistant collector of the second class. There may be the assistant collector of first class and assistant collector of second class. In some districts, they are designated as deputy collector. And the last revenue code, that is the Tehsildar and Naib Tehsildars. These are revenue officers in Tehsils, which is a unit of collection of revenue. And they dealt with the revenue matters only according to the provisions of land revenue. Some states, they are designated as Tehsildar. Now I will deal with the evolution of the modern judicial system. If we make the evolution of the modern judicial system, that is having positive as well as negative impact. Indian modern judicial system establishes rule of law and independence of judiciary, which is essential for the administration of justice in a state. While on the other hand, there is also negative impact. Our Indian judicial system suffers from greatest defect, that is, it takes much time in disposal of cases. It is said that delay in justice results in the miscarriage of justice. In India, litigation procedure is very lengthy and costly, and highly complex and technical nature of the court procedure creates many practical problems for the litigants. This was all about the Indian judicial system and hierarchy of courts. This was all about the Indian judicial system as well as hierarchy of courts. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video for the further update. Thank you.